Alright. Hopefully this is working. I have no idea if it is or not. Alright. Let's see. How the heck does this work? Okay, my computer isn't running it. So that's probably a problem. You know what, I need to just roll with this. Give me a second. There we go. I have it all working. I finally unbroke my setup. And by my setup, I mean I have my phone perched up a bunch. It's perched up on top of a bunch of game cartridges. Or not cartridges, but boxes. I took out all my Wii U games and all my Switch games, stacked them all up, and it's finally working. And this is all so I can record Tethered. So welcome everyone to the stream. Hi. I have no idea how good this camera is going to work. Probably not very well. But you know what? I have no idea what's going on. And I'm just going to roll with it. Also, welcome to the stream, Ty the Cloud and iMaster. Hopefully my microphone actually works. I have no idea if it is or not. Gravity one. I mean, I already have my phone plugged in and connected to my headphones, so chances are it'll probably somehow I'm gonna knock my phone off of my tower of games. But you know what? Who cares? Let's get into this. And yes, I'm using line paper to draw concept art because that's what I have. At least up here. I don't want to have to go get regular paper. It's 1 a.m. and I'm doing this now. So yeah, I'm just going to be drawing some concept art for the game because I have no idea what I'm doing. And I have to start somewhere. So last time I kind of made a basic idea. You know, I just realized the camera's facing down this way. So you guys are seeing up as like this. I'm sitting this way, so my up's like this, so that's going to be fun. I guess I could try to turn myself. I can do it diagonally like this because I don't have very many options. It looks like I should move my phone a little bit forward. That might help it look better. Because right now you can barely see anything. This is horrible. This is literally the lowest quality video you could ask for. And that's why you're finding it here on Waluigi Goes Wall. A totally pre-planned stream. Alright, hopefully that should be a little bit more visible. At the very least, somewhat. I have the stream up on my computer, so I can slightly see it. Yeah, that looks not terrible, not the absolute worst. What if I did this? That works. So last time I kind of started off drawing a basic shape for a head. So we're going to try to just create some character concept art tonight. So I'm just going to start off with that same sort of shaped head that we had last time. And I like the idea of actually having it so they're looking for a face. They're trying to make a face for themselves. Also, word of advice, I suck at drawing, so when this inevitably is horrible in every single way, I warned you. Heads up. Hey, Meow Meow, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Yeah, I remember you used to record with a phone. But you see, I have a computer and I have a camera that I use for Facecam. Only problem is that is an extraordinarily bad camera. Like, it's really low quality, but it's the thing that came with my green screen that I never use anymore. So give him some arms, I guess. I have no idea what I'm doing. Give him, like, bear claws or something. I don't know. No, that's horrible. What I used for the green screen for videos originally, but it, like, actually I can show you this because I have a movable camera. This is where I normally stream. It's beautiful. But you see this giant pillow in the middle of the room? I had to put the green screen there. So it was really cramped, let's put it that way. So yeah, got rid of the green screen. Also, another major problem with the green screen is this. Lights. Fun fact. So I would actually have my green screen like right here, and the light would like really mess with it, so you wouldn't be able to get a clear image. So I'd either have to make myself look like a ghost with like half my face missing, or it would show the green screen in splotches. It didn't really look good. Or I'd have to stream at a reasonable hour, you know, like not during the night, not at 3 in the morning. And that's just unacceptable for me. Like, not streaming at 3 a.m.? Cringe. So, that's why I don't use the green screen. I might go back to it. Especially if I go ahead and actually put it, like, up against behind a pillow or something. But then it's just too small. The camera will clip outside of it. But we'll see what happens in the future. So we have this basic idea for a shape of a head. I feel like his neck should be a little bit thicker. Just a little bit. How should its arms go? I should definitely have a torso that's extending out from here. I kind of want him to be a lanky boy. Also, I kind of need to give him wings. I forgot about that part. That could be important. I don't... Inexperience at its finest. Having absolutely no idea what I'm going to do, but I'm going to do it anyway. I just need to get a torso first. Like, this sort of shape as a body kind of reminds me of a coup. The bird person or whatever. I'm going to draw him really quickly, just a horrible drawing of him because I can. I have no idea what I'm doing. God, I'm horrible. But yeah, it was a bird person from the, not Ocarina of Time, from Twilight Princess that would teleport you out of the dungeons. That's what it reminds me of, and I hate it. Well, at least this is just concept art. No one's actually going to watch this. Except for the people who are actually watching this. So, what I think I can do for the wings is have them outstretched, sort of. And sort of make them get larger as they go outwards. I'm trying to... What I'm really going for is... I honestly don't know. I guess somewhat like the medley from Wind Waker. Did I just call them the medley? No, the Rito. I guess that's sort of what the kind of the feel that I'm going for, but not really. I shouldn't limit myself to one idea, though. There, done. Alright, that's end of stream. See ya. Oh yeah, definitely. I will be writing the music for the game. Alright, so so that's just a basic idea of kind of what I'm thinking, but not really. I don't like this pudgy body. Ooh, that actually... I don't know what this reminds me of, but it reminds me of a certain character. Which one, I couldn't tell you. Just a certain body shape. Let me try drawing some wings. Ugh, disgusting! Ooh, I like that idea. I don't really like that. You thought my previous Tethered streams were bad and I felt like I had no idea what I was doing? Haha, you fool. I make fun of art majors normally, but I'm terrible at art myself. I use it as a coping mechanism. Haha! Gosh, that looks horrible though. I feel like it shouldn't end in a point. I have an idea. So I'm going to swoop up, and then I'm going to just swoop down, and then back up, sort of like a sine curve. Make it sort of like... I don't want to part there. I don't like this. Nah, that doesn't really work. Also, reading chat's like the absolute worst thing for me right now because I have chat up on my computer and I have it on my phone. So I can either like peer up against the phone, stand up from the chair that I'm in, or I can look back and I can't really see anything. So it's really weird. I really need a better place to put my phone though. I'm not experimenting though because then it'll fall or something. And that would be really bad. Honestly, that's the best one yet. This idea of like canoe. It just doesn't feel natural though. maybe what I should do is I should build bones for it. Like you have a bone here. That's the base. So then you have it bent upward. And that reaches down. Honestly, that could work if I develop the bones well enough. I don't want a sharp angle like that, though. How am I going to do this? So I could either bevel this edge, this outer edge, or I could bevel the inner edge. I could bevel this edge in this edge, but that just makes the wing look fat. So it might be better to go ahead and, well, this edge will probably be flat because it's going to be up against the arm. I could bevel that edge and inner this edge as well. That looks weird though. Yeah, that looks really weird. So how am I going to do this? Maybe something like this. No, that just looks, this dip looks weird. Also, you know, when I actually make the game, I'm going to include secrets. They'll be obviously made on stream, so you'll be able to find the secrets. But for people who haven't watched the streams, I'll include star medals or whatever. I'll include some sort of collectible in the game that you'll be able to grab, and it'll actually go ahead and when you collect it, it will actually, what's the right word? If you unlock it, it'll actually unlock concept art that you can see. So all this concept art will actually probably go into game, maybe, perhaps. Depends on how professional I make the game. And I hope I do actually make it nice. What about something like this? Something that still shows structure. Like that just looks like a log. I don't want a log. I need this to extend up. And the catch. And if I can get that to catch, it looks still like a log, but like it's a start. I'll go ahead and make it like this. No, I don't want it to be down. I might be making them too wide, honestly. Like this just feels like a block of wing. Doesn't, or a block of feathers. I don't think it really feels like a wing. Maybe if I try to make it smaller, like something like this. That still feels, that's a log. I'm trying to extend this downward without it going too far where it makes it look fat. Something like this. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for. Or even thinner. Or longer, I should say. I don't want it to be thinner, perhaps. So cool. Let me go ahead and look at some head shapes as well. So obviously I have this sort of thin head that I already have, but I need to think of a face that I can put on him at the end of the game. Something. Gosh, that looks horrible. I do not like hair. How the hell do I draw hair? I have no idea whatsoever. Mostly because I'm stupid, but we don't talk about that. I don't know how to make hair feel like it's three-dimensional. Like, I can draw hair on the guy. But it just doesn't feel like it feels like it's glued to the top of his head. It feels like I want it to feel like it has depth. I don't think I can really get that sort of depth when I'm drawing that at such a small size. Let me experiment with different head shapes first of all. Just different ideas. Because, you know, that's all this has to be. Different ideas, you know? At the end of the day, I'll probably not use any of this. Well, that's not true. I like the wing idea. I don't really like these right angles. These right angles feel just too sharp. And when comparing it to the wings, it just doesn't feel right. I want something rounded, but I want it to have points. I guess is the best way to put it. Well, if I'm drawing this, I obviously have to draw one thing for sure. Also, that's another thing I have to think of, ears. But yeah, if I'm drawing things, I obviously have to draw this guy. This wonderful specimen of a man. Oh gosh. Anyway, now the game is officially property of Nintendo. No. I'm not putting Waluigi in the game. I think Nintendo would sue me if I did. No, that didn't work as a shape. What if I take a circle? Something like this. That's not a perfect circle. First I have to start like this. No, I'm not going to do the whole SpongeBob meme. I can't draw a face. I mean, you get this wonderful gentleman. How are 7 people watching this? Why are 7 people watching this? Also, welcome to the stream, F in the chat. Glad you can make it. Also, welcome to the stream, Double Decker. I should probably actually welcome everyone. I haven't. Harvard of Art wants to know your location. Oh yeah, I do need to create better controls. I will do that in the next update because you're right. Not having a number pad will actually destroy the game. The question is what there isn't really a good control scheme out there. Not for this at least. I kind of want to have it be joystick controlled. So I can use like a Pro Controller. But I do need to have a keyboard option. Because I think it'll be most comfortable to use something like this. Actually, I can't get up and grab it because then I'd have to... Well, I can. I want to be able to use a Pro Controller like that when I'm actually testing. Just because controllers like that are really nice to use. Is the mouse going to be used? No. I could make specialty stages for each console if I am going to put this on like Switch or something. If Nintendo hires me for this. I really doubt it. That would mean Nintendo has some really low standards. I have no idea what I'm drawing there. Ooh, I like that. I like that sort of carved out of the face to have a mask sort of idea. How can I make that shape in 3D though? Well, would you look at that? It's an Among Us. All right, where did all the viewers go? Yep, half of them left. Understandable. Yeah, let me try putting this cord around here. That might help. No, it won't. You're here still? Nice. Actually, my cord is tangled a little bit. Let me go ahead and fix that. So that worked. Well, that was fun. Well, At least at the beginning I called it. I knew something was gonna break. So I like this sort of shape. I do not like that mouth though. That looks very ugly. It's gotta have teeth. God, I hate that. Oh my gosh. You know, there's a reason people normally specialize in only doing one or two things in a game. They either, you always say, wait, why is there one person dedicated to just that? Shouldn't you have like one person be doing the music and have them do all the music? Why do you have multiple people? Yeah, this is why. Because I'm trying to do everything, and this is what I came up with. Gosh. Waluigi costume. I mean, if Nintendo lets it, I would definitely. Like, having a Wario and Waluigi thing. Like, having a Wario little. Just gotta draw a little Wario. We need to have the Wario costume. It's perfect. It's beautiful. Nintendo, hire me already. Come on. Can't you see its beauty? Its absolute magnificence. And this blurry close-up shot. It won't even let me focus. This is why you should hire me. No, we're not having Wario in this. Unless Nintendo wants it. Like, remember, this is day one of concept arting. Most likely, I will take several days of doing this sort of stuff. Maybe I could have it curved down like a visor or something. The question is, does that work with the wings? Yeah. I have no idea. So that I'll have the thinner wings out like this. Ugh, that actually looks disgusting though. Hey doggo doggo, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Actually, it's more like 1 in the morning. Get in the Eastern time zone, boy. I don't like this sort of very clamped down art. That neck is way too long, but whatever. Gotta introduce legs. How do I make a how do I leg? Where how do I legify? Not a half bad leg. It's like 90% bad instead. Honestly, this face sort of reminds me of like an old arcade style face. I don't know why. Honestly, his his shoes or whatever the heck he's gonna be wearing on his feet. And that's another problem. I have no idea what I'm doing for apparel. Whatever he's wearing on his feet needs to have spikes on it because it's climbing a mountain. He's not wearing heels. Gosh, I look like a third grader drawing. I hate it. Oh my gosh, it's horrible. My eyes. And I'm the guy making it. You know it has. I know it must be horrible for you guys, and I'm sorry. But I vowed to do everything on stream to show the true game making process. This is a 2D game with 3D assets. How am I streaming? I'm streaming on my phone, and that's why it's such weird quality. Literally, you are a phone. You right there. You're seeing this from a phone. That's on top of a stack of video games or video game boxes. Why? Because this is how I can record. I don't really have any other options. So if I go with a faceless approach, let me just try to design some body shapes. Obviously, you have the standard just bean. I don't really want to go with that, though. You have a little bit wider boy. How do I draw hands off of them, though? That's what I need to also think of. Or the wings. Gosh, it looks... Oh, my eyes! I must keep going. I will get better eventually. What am I even doing? What the heck is this? Also, iMaster, this is a 2D game, but it has 3D assets. So, like, it's just going to be Honestly, I should just draw a basic scene. Just a very basic thing. Just something for reference, for scale. So in order to be able to actually see the wings, I'll have to be able to... He'll be quite tall. And I'm not sure how I feel about that. Gosh, this is horrible. Horrible. Well, honestly, there's benefits and problems with either way. The main benefit of 3D, well, honestly, I don't know. Like, 3D assets are gonna be just as hard to make as 2D assets. So, because, well, honestly, 3D assets might even be easier. But the problem then is textures. Because I don't even know the real feel that I'm going for. Do I want things to look smooth? Do I want them to look rough? Do I want them to... Like, do I want them to have a cartoony feel? Like, do I want this to feel realistic? Do I want it to feel like Luigi's Mansion? Do I want it to feel like... And by feel, I mean look. Do I want it to feel like Pikmin or something? How am I going for? And I'm still not entirely sure of that, to be completely honest. I drew out the storyboard and I concluded that it'd probably be best to do 3D models, but I don't know. And you know, this is going to be hard to do. I feel like the artwork is definitely going to be the hardest part for me. Just in general. The rest of it, like programming is going to be, yeah, it's going to be kind of difficult, but for me, I don't see much problem in that. I can edit stuff. It might take me a little while, but I can edit. I can make a game. Music, that's going to be a little trickier, but I have musical power. Well, I wouldn't say power, but I have some musical taste. I've done it in the past with like The Greatest Shake. Even though that was an arrangement, I've been getting better since then. And I've been learning a lot about um, not only piano, but other musical items, musical ideas. So I don't feel like that's going to be that big of a deal. Well, obviously it will. It'll still be an incredibly difficult thing to do, but it won't be like... That won't be what kills me. This is. Drawing art is hard for me. I just don't have that skill. And I'm trying to force it into myself. And that's why I'm just the most scared of this. Cuz that's the best I can if that's the best I can do, this horrifying monstrosity of a character,
I'm stuck. And I have a very limited amount of knowledge about 3D modeling and stuff. Like, yes, I do have. I actually just posted that 3D animation of the redacted, but I'm still very new to the whole art scene. Yeah, I've been doing stuff with GIMP, but that's mostly been tracing stuff. You know, it hasn't really been creating my own stuff. I haven't really had to think, okay, so now I have to use that lesson in art class. I've been thinking, okay, what's the right shot? How do I line it up? And how do I take a photo? And then I've been drawing that photo, but it's been a photo in my opinion. This this is something entirely different. And that's why I'm scared. But yeah. Wait, how the heck have we been streaming for 47 minutes? How the heck have we been streaming for 47 minutes? There's no way we've been streaming for 47 minutes. No way. Well, I'll be a Waluigi. I've been streaming for 47 minutes. And this is all I've done. Damn. This is sad. Nah. You know, I don't. One thing I don't like is I don't think this face, this head shape really matches up with the body. Not with the wings. It feels too artificial. Like the whole mask just doesn't feel like it fits. Like it feels like it would be a weird character in like The Legend of Zelda more than an actual playable main character. I guess that's the best way to describe it. I already have a full demo. Well, oh, a full demo. Yeah, definitely. That I'm probably gonna release World One as just a free demo, and then I'll probably charge like I have no idea. Depends on how much time I put into this project, but I'll probably charge like $20, $30 for a full game. How the heck do I draw a face spell? How do normal people draw hair? I'm looking at all the Wii U titles and seeing if I can think of inspiration. Except most of my Wii U titles are, of course, of Mario, who has a hat on at 90% of the times. That looks disgusting. Disgusting! And yes, I'm probably going to say disgusting a lot because I. This is my art experience. If anyone asks, and no one's going to ask, but if anyone asks, This is where I started drawing. The problem is, with this face, so let me try drawing a body again. 'Cause I feel like that's probably the second most important thing besides the face. It's too wide. Maybe if I do this. What if I use sort of like it starts off thin. Oh, that's what I'm doing wrong. I'm not including a collar or collarbone. Well, that leads directly into the arm. I need to start thinner, like this. What if I have it drape off at the end? And that's what I could do. Okay, I just got an idea for the actual game. When I actually flap the wings, I could actually have some of the feathers fall off. So what am I going to do for the feather? Well, I can draw any inanimate object pretty easily. And then I drew this to prove I was wrong. I had to do it somehow. But yeah, drawing a feather isn't that hard. Because you have a stem, essentially. You have a couple of cuts. And it's a leaf. I can draw literally anything but what I'm trying to draw. Oh yeah, I'm definitely thinking of DLC. Especially because this idea of having this of having this tethered ability, it's unique. Yes, it's based off of the bubble mechanics in Mario, but they never used it. They never thought of it. To them, the mechanic was a recovery. You used the bubble when off stage to save yourself. For me, it's a mechanic. It's an idea. It makes you think, how do I abuse this to its maximum potential? And that's what I'm trying to get out of here, out of this. And remember, this is my first attempt at making a game. A first real attempt. First time I'm actually going in and saying, this is what I want to try. This is what I want to do. So, I'm not going to be the best. I'm not going to be number one. Yet. But I'm going to get better. I'm going to do better. I'm going to become the Waluigi that I know I am inside. But I got to start somewhere. And that somewhere is right here. What if I have this swoop in? I could give him sort of a viney body, but I don't really want him to be plump. I could Try drawing him in this position. Sort of a kicking position. Honestly, I like this look for a foot. This sort of indent, because that gives the illusion of pants. And that helps with apparel. The question is, what are they even going to be wearing? Because they're going to be up on a mountain, but not for the entire game. So I don't feel like a winter coat would be the right thing to go with. Because when they fall into the volcano and there's rising lava, it'd look pretty stupid for them to have a winter coat on. Actually, give me a second. Sorry about that. I need to blow my nose. Wait, I might actually have something here. Hold up. So this is going to be like the center of his shirt. Or whatever he's wearing. Gosh, this is terrifying. But I can have this facing more forward. This is an interesting perspective. How do I make it look like it's facing forward? I should be able to do it by skinning it down. I think I'm giving him too wide of a boot. Too long of a leg. Gosh, this is horrible. He looks like he's drunk on cider. What am I even doing? This is the worst way to do it. Honestly, I should be doing this in Unity. Because at least there I could be, sculpting out something. Another question that I have is, will I give him an arm form? Or will I leave his arms as wings the entire time? And I still have a lot of questions, like, are they going to be the same gender? Will they even have a gender? That's a question that I haven't really wanted to ask, because that gets into the topic of gender. Should they be a male and a female? Well, how do you define them? I'm not giving them hair. Should I give them hair? Well, that's a facial feature. I'm trying to avoid that. Should I add things that make the game not E for everyone? No, this game is going to be E for everyone. So, that question is still hurting my brain. So I have no idea what I'm going to do with that. gosh, I hate this. I could make it chibi. I think that's the right word. I don't watch the animes. But I think that's one thing that I've like with the whole Small Dawn thing for the for not what the heck is a Dokimon? I was gonna say Pokemon Diamond and Pearl remakes. So honestly, making small, that could be an option. Let me try that. Ooh, I like that. Just sort of swoop up and then it plateaus. Not exactly what I'm going for, but it's an idea. Entities. I'll call them mere mortals. Honestly, that sounds like a pretty sick thing to call them. Mere mortals. That sounds like a game title on its own. That's a sequel. There you go. The sequel to Tethered is going to be called Mere Mortals. Or not, depending on what I decide. But that's actually an idea. How do I make this? How am I going to do this? What's the right angle? That's what I first want to find out. How's that? How's that? That's too thick of a wing. That's too thin of a wing. Maybe not. Honestly, I'm going to take off my headset. It's getting too much in the way.
Hopefully you guys can still hear me. I honestly have no idea if you can. Nice. I just took off my headset just because it was getting uncomfortable. I mean, I have a very comfortable headset. It's just what I'm doing right now. It just doesn't work. I want to be able to talk. I'm talking not only to you guys but to myself. Because deciding what these guys are gonna look like, that's gonna be a weird thing to do. So I think I'm gonna I like this head shape, sort of like a balloon, about the end. I can draw a balloon, but I can't draw a face. That's what I'm missing, though. I just realized I'm missing cheekbones. Oh my gosh, that doesn't look horrible. It looks terrible, but it's slightly better than horrible. That feels way too long. The sense of wasting the space, but let's see how it looks. If you're wondering why I'm still introducing features, it's because at the end I'm going to have to give them a face. So it needs to look normal when they have a face. And I guess it can look kind of unnatural when they don't. Also, how the heck am I going to make ears? That's another thing that I really don't know. Feels a little too big of an ear. Personally. Yeah, that's about right for the height. So I can do something like this. Something. I don't know exactly how I'm going to make the mouth. That looks like he worked in the mines for 50 years and has horrible dental insurance. So that's definitely not the answer. That looks like he's trying too hard to be a cool dude. So that's not what I'm going for. That looks like he has a piece of floss stuck in his teeth, so not what I'm looking for. That looks like it's a monster from I don't even know. That looks terrifying. That's why it wouldn't be rated E for everyone. That face alone terrifies children. It means it's perfect. How the heck do you teeth? How do you make the tooths? That might be my problem. I'm not including a tongue. That just made it worse. And I thought it couldn't get worse. This is absolutely mortifying. I'll have to look up drawing tutorials or something because I am deeply dumb. I'm sorry for anyone who actually is watching this. I'll be honest, I feel actually kind of bad for you guys. Gosh, I am a failure. Don't look at me. I'm kidding. You guys already saw it. But you know, I can't be great at everything. Only 90% of things. The other 10%, yeah, no. This isn't that 10%. Clearly. You put a design idea? Here, I'll go look at it. Alright. I like the idea. It's kind of a small image, but you definitely have more drawing skill than me. I can say that. The only. Oh, wait. Crud. But yeah, you did have wings. I don't want. A lot of. The people I have talked about at the game. Also, this thing is terrifying. I'm turning off over the piece of paper so you don't have to look at that horrendous face again. But a lot of people have said to have like the wings sprouting from the back. So to have the body here and then have the wings coming out from here. But the reason I don't think I'm gonna go for this. I think instead I'm gonna go for the wing, and that's just because it's too common. So yeah, they'll have the arms out from here, and have these separate wings. I just don't feel like that's what I'm going for. Because enough games already have wings on the back of your character. Oh gosh, it's already 2 in the morning. I know it's a shorter stream, but it's already too late. I just wanted to see if this setup would work. It looks like it does. Not perfectly, not great at all, but it's a start. It's a start. So, I think I'm going to call it here. See you guys. Good night. Yeah, I'm planning on making the wings as the actual arms. So they're not getting lifted up from their back. They're actually being lifted up from the actual force of their arms. Yeah, no, I'm not going to turn my phone so I can, like, demonstrate showing the flapping of the wings. No, no. But yeah. Like nature intended. Yeah, nature never intended me to make this. But clearly, I don't care what nature says. I'm a nurture person. But yeah, good night, guys. Maybe more of this horrifying monstrosity that I call art tomorrow. See ya.